Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
The Short Podcast with Kenny Lucas and Tom Slester.
Brand new banger.
Live from Atlanta.
We're jamming with the hottest disc jockey.
Exclusive.
Let's go. Hot shit. Here it comes.
Powered by K.L.P Entertainment.
Hello, Lucas Nation fans. Welcome back to another exciting podcast here today. It is the Lucas Chat Podcast with your host, Kenny Lucas. Now, today we are back with our weekly topics, but before we go on to what we got to talk about today on the trending weekly topics for the Lucas Chat Podcast, this podcast today is brought to you by The Artist, The Ballad of Graham Mason, my new movie. It is out right now, so please go check it out over at YouTube and Daily Motion at K.L.P Entertainment. You can watch whatever you feel. Either you feel on YouTube, if you feel in Daily Motion, go see it because, you know, it is out. The Artist, The Ballad of Graham Mason. It is out right now. And also check out the new music video. By the time you're seeing and hearing this podcast, Everfelt K.L.P music video will be out. You know, it's been 5 years since I've done a music video. So we're back. We're back here on today's podcast with those sponsorships here. Go check them out over at YouTube and Daily Motion. Now, today, we're here to talk about some really exciting things to talk about here today for our trending topics. You guys know I did it a couple of weekends ago, and you guys enjoyed it because we're just talking about some news and what I feel about these news. So you guys are, you're feeling excited for it. So today we're here to talk about some trending topics. First, we're going to talk about this little scandal you hear from the movie fictional character of Slender-Man. So one of the two teenage girls involved in an attempt murder to find their friends who appease the fictional Slender-Man internet character that has been sentenced to 40 years in a institution. If you are hearing about this story or indeed seen the documentary about it, beware of the Slender-Man. So again, the movie's coming out. I probably won't see it because that's one thing I'm afraid of paranoia. I'm afraid of ghosts and things like that. So you probably won't see. Your boy probably won't be seeing that movie because I'm not really a big fan of. I like a good scary movie, but movies like that, I don't know. Maybe a couple of friends of mine probably will see it if we go out and we just want to do something funny. But we're gonna do. We're gonna see where it goes. Again, I'm afraid of movies like that, especially Slender-Man. I'm scared of that shit. I'm scared of ghosts, paranoia, snakes, and that kind of stuff. I'm afraid of it. I'm sorry, Lucas Nation fans. I might be a punk for it, but I am afraid of it. And of course, the disgraced Glee star Mark Selling is dead at 35. A lot of people are dying at a very, very young age. According to TMZ, Selling was found in the riverbed near his home. On the site are spectacular that the actor hung himself. The 35-year-old was awaiting sentencing for having closed the 50,000 pornographic images of children on a hard drive. He was expected to get between 4 to 7 years in prison. So, it's nothing to really kill yourself over. 4 to 7 years. I have an opinion about this. I don't really understand why people do stuff like that. 50,000 pornographic images of children. I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of gross. If you are a celebrity or anybody out there doing big stuff, please don't do shit like this. I guess rest in peace to Mark Selling, but this does not make sense when you have to sit here and do this kind of stuff. Stuff like this I don't approve of. If you are a pedophile or molester or even a rapist, people like that disgrace me. I'm sorry to say that, and that may sound a little harsh for Lucas Nation fans out there, but that stuff kind of disgraced me simply because it just doesn't make sense that you have to go out and do this kind of stuff. I do not understand why you have a celebrity who could do better in their lives, but they do shit like this and they ruin their career. So I don't understand this logic, but maybe this could be true. Again, it is according to TMZ. Sometimes TMZ stuff is not always accurate. Anything is not accurate. Even the internet is not accurate. So you can't really rely so much on this information. But the Glee star Mark Selman is dead at 35. 35 is such a young age. If anybody died between 35 and 60, I think that's an early age to die. I know life happens, but that kind of stuff, it just makes me sad that people are dying so young. Like, I just never understood the death of so young. Because we're getting to the point where a lot of people are dying. It kind of scares me a little bit. Next topic here. This is a gaming related topic, and my sister actually put this on the message we got on Instagram. We're very excited about this. Nintendo announcing Mario Kart smartphone game. Again, their Super Mario Run smartphone game was a huge success when it released last year, and now Nintendo is planning to making a mobile version of one of their most iconic party games ever. As I get a text message, most iconic game available next year, the mobile version of Mario Kart. Call it Mario Kart Tour. Again, they say that it's set to release later 2018. It might be 2019, I think. I really want to know how Nintendo is going to scale this, because everyone will be downloading this. Anyone that's in the gaming community will be downloading this, because Mario Kart, and hopefully maybe they get it for free. I don't know if they're going to charge people for it, but if it was for free, a lot of people will get it. Again, I wonder how they're going to scale out. Are they going to do like they do with the mobile game app of Fun Run, like you get to play with your contacts if your other contact has the same app, and over Wi-Fi you get to play that way? That's a cool idea. I know my siblings probably going to be downloading the app. We're going to be playing with each other a lot. The one concern I'm concerned about this is the storage on this. This probably will be a huge gigabyte of storage for this game to be on your mobile phone. So I am very concerned about this. I'm not really too sure how they would how they scale this out in storage. I think this is going to be a lot in storage. People will do it. I probably will do it. I'll see how much my storage is, but I do have a lot in music that I buy, so it's just storage is the only problem for me. But very, very excited for this, for Mario Kart Mobile. It says here for smartphones, but I hope it's for tablets and iPads as well, because it will be fantastic. Next topic, it's official. Ronda Rousey has joined the WWE. So I talked about this in the weekend show, and again, Lucas Nation fans, while we're on the subject matter, we have recording of the weekend show was great, but we have a corrupted file, so we are going to have to reshoot episode 101 and republish it out for you guys next weekend, simply because I had a corrupted file. That was very unfortunate on our end, because we were editing the show and the file got corrupted. So I talked about Ronda Rousey with WWE on the talk show, and I'm probably going to go more into depth when we reshoot it. So again, Lucas Nation fans, on that aspect, I'm really sorry that again we will not have weekend show again this weekend, due to technology and due to tech errors. Technology is not always efficient. That's something I learned in high school, so that deems true. It is what it is. But again, Ronda Rousey with WWE, although it has been rumored for quite a while, I thought this was a bull-faced lie. I thought this was a rumor that is not true. I thought this was just a story. That the Ronda Rousey time in the UFC was done. She is kind of done with UFC right now, because she hasn't been on that fighting streak, that winning streak as of late, because someone else kind of stepped in. So she, for her career, she going to WWE. It seems now it's official, as Ronda Rousey has now signed a deal to join WWE and was introduced at the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble was the first inaugural Women's Royal Rumble. That was a kick-ass match between the 30 women Royal Rumble. So again, when you see the weekend show, I'll go more in depth about the Royal Rumble. But Ronda Rousey was fighting at the WrestleMania Sound, and I saw on an interview yesterday that she signed a multi-million deal for about 2 years to be with WWE and see if they're going to renew her after the 2 years. So again, it's good for her. It's good to scale for her, for her next point in life of her career. I mean, UFC, she hasn't been on that streak yet, so it makes sense. It just makes sense that you would go to WWE for that, and I really do hope that she rolls out and she really do her thing at WWE. Next topic: Oprah Winfrey rules out presidential run. Although her speech at the Golden Globes sounded like a presidential speech, or maybe it sounded like one because it seems it's been so long since everyone's heard one. And now it looks like Oprah Winfrey won't be kicking off any presidential run. So again, this has been rumored. A lot of people have been saying that Oprah Winfrey was going to run for president, and she doesn't want to do it. So it makes sense. It's hard to run for president. I feel like Oprah Winfrey probably will do it one term, but I don't think she's gonna do it right now. Because she's at the peak of her career where she's doing a lot of other stuff. So it would have been cool to see her, run for president. But she's ruling out, and she's not gonna do it. Tom Hardy gets a Leonardo DiCaprio tattoo after losing a bet. Very, very excited because, Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy, they worked together on The Revenant. So that movie was fantastic, and finally, Leo won an Oscar. Finally, a long way to Oscar. Yeah, I know this was years ago, about 2 years ago when he won the Oscar, but it may have taken him some time to get around it. But Tom Hardy is clearly a man of his word. The English actor lost the bet to Leonardo DiCaprio, his co-star in The Revenant, after DiCaprio won an Oscar for his role in the film last year. Hardy revealed the GQ, I don't know what that means, that he had made a friendly bet with DiCaprio. That's actually interesting though, that he had a bet for Leonardo DiCaprio and he has a tattoo. And those things, you can take those things off. It's gonna hurt like hell and it's gonna cost money, but you got a tattoo, man of his word. And of course, next is YouTube has finally responded to Logan Paul controversy. Everyone is talking about Logan Paul and what he did. Even I talked about it in the last podcast. So, also a week after Logan Paul posted a video of the suicide victim on his channel, YouTube has finally made a public statement about the controversy. In the series of tweets, YouTube stated that, like many others, we were upset about the video and was shared last week. Suicide is not a joke. Again, it's good that YouTube is taking action because it is YouTube. Logan Paul is his YouTube channel personnel, and you're publishing on their business. I would never, Lucas Nation fans, I would never put any controversial content on my YouTube channel simply because you might be a star, but YouTube owns your channel. Even though you own partial rights of what you make on your channel, such as your money and your videos, but your actual streaming channel and the server, YouTube owns that. So again, that's why I avoid putting any random stuff on my YouTube channel, simply because YouTube owns your server. So you can't just put whatever you want to and think, oh, I can do this because I'm Logan Paul or I'm this famous YouTube star. So again, I really do hope Logan Paul learned from this. He lost a lot of fans, so I don't know if he will be the same. Be the same when he comes back and makes more videos and try to come back. I don't know. He's been on multiple shows. He's getting his money in for being on shows, but I don't know his fan base. I don't know if it's gonna be the same. And next and lastly, Jay-Z snubbed at the Grammys. You guys like what I did there. So Jay-Z went home from the Grammys empty-handed this year, even though he was the most nominated artist of the night, crapping out a bad weekend for the rapper that included a high publicized feud with President Trump. The rapper left Sunday night's show with no trophies after receiving 8 nominations. Again, I would be pissed, but honestly, I love his song, The Story of OJ. I love that song. I bought the song and I got it on my iTunes. I love the song. I love the beat. I love the lyrics. But that song had a lot of controversial comments on it. So again, I sort of understand why people are against the Story of OJ song that he did. Again, I like it, but I wouldn't sing it in front of my people. Like, I wouldn't sing it in front of people. I would just listen to it and just keep it quiet to myself. Again, I would be pissed for Jay-Z. You got 8 nominations and you didn't even win one of them, and he's one of the greatest rappers alive. And he even says that in the song. He's one of the greatest rappers alive. So I'm for Jay-Z too. Like, I would be pissed. You know, I want to say congratulations to Kendrick Lamar though, because he finally won a Grammy. I love Kendrick Lamar. But I again, for Jay-Z, I feel for Jay-Z, and what I have to say about that, you know, hey, better luck next year. I know that he's pissed, but I mean, you got to think, you're still rich, you're a billionaire. Like, it's okay. Like, I know not winning something is hard, but you are rich and you're still gonna do your thing. You're still gonna make music for next year. So there's always next year's Grammys. And I know Jay-Z is gonna make some dope music for rest of 2018 and 2019. So, you know, I feel for him. Not winning a Grammy, but then again, you are still winning because you're still doing your thing. You're still living it up, and you're a billionaire, and you married to Beyonce for crying out loud. So you are winning, Jay-Z. If somehow he's listening to this podcast, I doubt it, but if he's listening to this podcast, I just want to let him know, like, hey, you're good. You're winning. You're still winning. You're not, even though you didn't get a trophy, you had trophies before, and you're still winning because you're still doing your thing. So this is going to be it for the Lucas Chat podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is our trending topics for the week. We're going to be doing more videos like this, and of course, we're going to do more podcasts with me and Tyrus coming back into the scene. Coming very soon. Again, Lucas Nation fans, very sorry about the weekend show this weekend. We had a file corruption, and thus we are unable to edit our weekend show for this weekend because of the file corruption. Sadly, but it's okay. I'm going to refilm it. I'm going to redo it again. Check it out. The Artist, The Ballad of Grab Mason, is out right now on YouTube and Daily Motion. And also, my new music video called Ever Felt, the new song Ever Felt. New music video is out also with the movie. So again, go check it out for this weekend. You got a great movie and a great music video on this weekend, and then on this Sunday you're going to get the podcast show today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please check those stuff out. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. This has been the Lucas Chat podcast with your host Kennedy Lucas. I'm Kennedy Lucas, logging out.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Lucas Chat podcast with Kennedy Lucas and Tyrus Lester.
Brand new banger.
Live from Atlanta.
We're jamming with the hottest disc jockey.
Upstream Studios.
Exclusive. Let's go. Hot shit. Here it comes.
Powered by K.L.P Entertainment.